Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Leon, and today we're playing some Team Fortress 2, my favorite game of all time. Today we're playing some payload on Upward, and this is my favorite map for playing my favorite class, and probably yours too, the Spy. And the Spy is one of my favorite classes to play of all times, and pretty much what payload is a game type where there's two teams, a blue team and a red team, and I'm on the red team right now. And as you guys could see, the blue team has to push the cart all the way to the last control point. On the bottom of my screen, those four red dots are the control points which the cart has to reach to get more time. So if the enemy team doesn't keep going to and moving on to the next control point, they lose time and they pretty much lose. So I think we get him trapped at the first control point pretty much throughout the whole entire match. But this is my new series on Yeousch, and this is my first video on Yeousch. I'm a Yeousch Reloaded director, and myself and Brightlinks, sort of like Yeousch PC community founders, sort of, you could say that. We pay for the Yeousch server, the TF2 server, and there's also a Minecraft server that Yeousch owns pretty much, that you guys can join. And if you guys would like to join our Team Fortress 2 server, you're more than welcome, because it's usually open, not that many people play on it, and our goal is to have the server full at all times, always have people playing. And I know a lot of you guys like play PC gaming, or at least switched over to PC gaming since Battlefield 3 came out. And I'm not gonna tell you guys a lot about myself. All I really can say is I'm a PC gamer / commentator. I do a lot of Team Fortress 2, a lot of Minecraft, Battlefield, and pretty much the games I like to play, I usually make videos of them. But for the main part, I upload Team Fortress 2 just because that's what I focus on. That's my main game. That's the game I have the most fun in, or playing it. And no, that's pretty much all I can tell you about myself, really. I'm 17 years old. I live in New York. I don't think you guys really need to know that, but I'm gonna give you guys some tips, since my new series is called Teaching You Some TF2, and the series is gonna be pretty much me playing with every class on different maps, different game types. So this one is Spy on Payload Upward, and there are many ways to play Spy in this game, but I usually choose the Dead Ringer Spy, which is the spy who pulls out that yellow watch, as you guys saw me pull out a couple of times. Just like I usually pull it out whenever I see an enemy. So pretty much what a Dead Ringer does is whenever you pull it out, whenever you have it out of your hand, and someone shoots at you, it shows on their screen as if they killed you, but on your screen you actually go invisible and they can't see you. So you have 16 seconds to run away, and then the Dead Ringer makes a really loud noise to uncloak, and enemies can hear you unless you run away from them. So I recommend whenever you pull out your Dead Ringer, I recommend running away, try to hide somewhere, and then come back and backstab them. And the reason why you want to backstab your enemies is because if you normally stab them in the front, or you stab them straight in the face or straight in the chest or something like that, it's not a stab kill. Usually it takes off about 30, anywhere from 15 to 50 damage, I believe, and it doesn't kill with one stab pretty much. So if you want to kill anyone with one stab, for example, a spy or a scout have 125 health, and a heavy has 300 health. So it doesn't really matter how much health the enemy really has, because if you sneak behind someone and you backstab them, it's a one stab kill. So I recommend going for heavies a lot, and soldiers, pyros, pretty much those classes have a little bit more health than others. For example, like scouts and stuff like that, because you have a slight chance of killing a scout and you have a large chance of killing a heavy. So if you pretty much have a Dead Ringer out, you pull it out in front of a heavy, he shoots you, you go invisible, he thinks you're dead, you get behind him, you backstab him, and you're good to go. So right now, as you guys could see, they're still stuck on the first control point, and you guys see me pull out this little menu a lot, and it looks like a little book or like a cigarette case. And what that cigarette case is a disguise kit. And what a disguise kit is pretty much, it allows you to disguise as anyone on the enemy team. So pretty much, if you can disguise as that scout who I just bumped into, or you can disguise as a medic or a heavy, or pretty much anyone. So when you're disguising, I recommend disguising when you're behind the enemy team, and I disguise in front of the enemy team here because I have a Dead Ringer. So to get behind the enemy team without them pretty much finding out that I'm an enemy, they need to shoot me first so I go invisible. So disguising behind an enemy team is really important, because you can kind of blend in with the blue team in this case, and you can kind of stop randomly, and you can go and chain backstab like I'm doing here. So right now I'm disguising as a pyro in the left bottom corner. You guys can see me disguising, and I just pretty much backstabbed almost 3 people, and that sniper had a shield, and it's called a Razorback shield, which allows him to be pretty much protected from backstab by spy. That's a really good idea if you're a sniper, but if you're not a sniper, you really have no you really have no way out pretty much. Also, another good tip: don't rush out in the middle of the map. I do not recommend doing that. I also do not recommend kind of blind firing or using a pistol a lot. Your main weapon as a spy is your melee weapon. And your melee weapon, in my case, is the vanilla knife. There are a lot of different weapons for spy, such as the big earner, your eternal reward, the converse kunai. A whole bunch of different knives will let you do a whole bunch of different things. But I usually prefer the big earner and the default knife, just because the big earner allows you to cloak a little bit more, and the default knife is just default knife. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of me playing a spy, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Leon.